Hey guys, welcome to review number 19 on Toy Reviews 51, and today we are going to review the Game of Thrones, the most badass show on TV, the Titan of Braavos statue. There were only 500 of these made, as you see right here, limited edition of 500, includes hand-numbered certificate of authenticity. This is a picture on the front of what the Titan of Braavos is going to look like. It's a rather nice statue. Looks like it's about 18 inches in height, just by judging on the size of the box. This is the big statue on Game of Thrones whenever they sell into Braavos. This is it. So let's go ahead. It came in a regular shipping container. So let's go ahead and open it up and take a look at this bad boy. I've been anticipating opening this. As you can see here, let me just flip this box to the bottom. This is number 231 of 500. So super excited to get my hands on this. So let's get to it and open this bad sumbitch up. Okay, so on review number 19, of course, we're doing the Titan of Braavos, and I just opened this up, and on the front, there's the certificate of authenticity that is, in fact, hand numbered, number 231 of 500. It's a, this is actually made, I got it from the HBO store. Official HBO licensed product 2015, home box office, all rights reserved, HBO and related trademarks. I think it's made by Dark Horse Deluxe is a trademark of Dark Horse Comics Inc. All rights reserved, made in China. Gotta love China. They make good shit though. Dark Horse is making a lot of the Game of Thrones stuff. Sideshow Collectibles has come out with a Jon Snow, Jaime Lannister, and Eddard Stark, better known as Ned Stark, for this line. I'm hoping to see a lot more from Sideshow Toy one day, probably in about a year from now. I mean, I'm not going to rush myself at all, but whenever I do put my collection on the featured collector site, that's going to be on my wish list. Make Game of Thrones shit. And also Lost. I love the old TV show Lost. But just right here, I cracked it open. Looks pretty easy. It looks like just a base and then the Braavos statue. So we'll go ahead and just take it out here on camera. As you can see here, this is the base. I haven't looked at this yet. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, so as you can see here, this base is the shit. You have the boat sailing into Braavos. Here's a sculpture. Looks like here's where the Titan of Braavos statue is going to go into. I mean, this is badass. I love this base. Highly, wow. What do I say? I mean, the water, you can see the green reflective there, which is represents the water sailing into Braavos. Let's take a look at the bottom of the statue. And there we have it, Game of Thrones, Titan of Braavos statue, number 231 of 500, pretty much everything we already read. So, hand numbered, good with that. Didn't expect anything extravagant, but very happy with what they did here. They just didn't put a stamp on it. They took the time to hand number these, so props to that. Thank you for not being too lazy there, Dark Horse. So you can see there's their logo, Dark Horse Deluxe. So let's go ahead and set this right here. I'm going to take very good care of it, put it in a 4x6 holder. Looks like the same size of a 4x6 picture, so we're going to hope that works. If not, I'll find something for it. And here is the statue. And sorry about my last video on the 89 Batmobile. Didn't even realize it, but the HD recording was off. So I'm going to go ahead and take this out and then set him up. As you can see here, it's going to take a little bit of work to get all this stuff out delicately. I don't want to make any mistakes. So I'm going to take him out, set him up, and we'll see how the Titan of Braavos Game of Thrones looks like. Okay, so I just took this out carefully here. I didn't want to really fuck anything up. As you can see here, if you do order this, which I recommend, I love freaking Game of Thrones. This is awesome. So, what you want to do is you want to face the base towards you where the boat is going outwards, where the skiff here, the bow of the boat is facing outwards. It does come with a couple pieces right here. The purpose of these are to stick right here in this ship. They're going to go at a sideways angle, so I'll go ahead and put these in. You do want to put these in with a little bit of tender love and care. Don't want to fuck them up at all. So I'll go ahead and put these in right here, and then I'll drop in the Titan of Braavos statue. So there's one, and like I said, we're gonna do this with very, very good delicacy. This thing, I can't remember exactly how much it costed, but if I remember correctly, it was around the $300 range. So I'm gonna wait on that. I don't want to fuck this up. But as you can see here, here's the Braavos statue. You want to put the left peg. There's only one way to install it. It's got one peg on his right leg. So let me drop him in there. And there he goes. So as you can see there, the Titan of Braavos. Okay, notice this. The sword. Looks like I got a bad item, right? No. This is actually how the Titan of Braavos is. I hesitated at first, then I thought, wait, hold up. That shit is broken when you go into Braavos, so I know Game of Thrones very, very well. So, yeah, that's how it's supposed to be. So if you get this, you see the broken sword, don't hesitate. That is part of the artwork here. So, overall, I've loved this. So I'm just gonna take a moment, actually set this up how it's supposed to be, put the other flag there in the boat, and we'll review this thing overall. Okay, so to finish up review 19 here on the Titan of Braavos statue through Dark Horse Comics, Dark Horse Deluxe, Entertainment, however you want to call it, just go to darkhorse-entertainment.com. Here we have it, the Braavos statue. One thing I like about this is the resin. This is a resin. I can tell without even doing research. I mean, I've been going to these statues quite a bit. This is, I don't know what this material is. I know it isn't marble. It feels like it, but it's really cool. This does actually feel like a type of polystone. I know it isn't much, but it actually feels like polystone. At first I thought it was resin, but I know polystone, and it really looks like it. It feels like it, so I'm going to assume it is. So as you can see here, the Titan of Braavos, I measured it. This thing sits at 14.5 inches in height, which I'm very, very happy with. That's not counting the base. If you count the base, you're looking at 15.5 inches. The base is an inch in height. So overall, I do love this. It's a great statue, especially for your Game of Thrones fans. This is a limited edition of 500. There are a few still available on HBOshop.com. I know that they are sold out on ValerianStill.com, which is kind of like that hidden website that carries pretty much everything HBO Shop does. But they do have a few extras that they created themselves. So, to end this review, on review number 19, Titan of Braavos statue.